Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fantastic day to be a race fan. They just finished up their final testing of Bahrain, and everything's looking fantastic. Magnussen, as y'all may have heard, back at Haas, coming back after his season with them, getting replaced by a Russian dude who's now getting replaced by the GOAT himself, Magnussen. Juan, how do you feel about it?
I think he's going to be a really good addition because we might get some memes that come out of this. That's all I remember from his career is the memes.
Is the memes? I mean, people say he sucked, but like, he was driving a Haas from 2017, and 2018 he finished ninth in the championship. So it's like he got points. He can handle a fast car, but Haas like was barely a midfield team 2017, 2018, and as we all know, the 3 years before, 2022, they were just bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, not impressive at all. I'm excited to see him back, though, I guess. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I'm not going to say I'm excited. I don't really have much association with him, so it'll be interesting to keep up with him. But the interesting part today was that he topped the timesheets at testing,
Yeah,
which I think is pretty impressive for, your first take at Formula One in a year. I think that's pretty impressive in itself.
that's also what I'm excited about. I mean, is everybody sandbagging? They say they're not. But did Magnussen tie the times of the 2021 car with the 2022 car, even though it theoretically should be slower? Yes, he did with a 133, which is, I mean, again, very impressive. Maybe that is Haas's absolute maximum, and everybody else is going to come off the gates in practice and qualifying with like 129s, 130s, like they did last year. Maybe these
What if it's
last
like
year
a
cars.
131? Then they'd be the midfield team probably.
Yeah,
At least Q2 every time.
I mean, honestly, it's from just these numbers, which can be up in the air because a lot of teams are not showing their true potential. I think a lot of their cars are dialed back in one way or another. Cough, Mercedes AirPods, cough. But either way, it's an impressive. It's getting his name back out there, and it's
Yeah.
actually putting some hope towards the not so American Haas team.
Yeah, and I think that's what it shows, right? It shows that they made the right pick with the driver, and they're showing now that that car is at least capable. Because while I agree they might be holding some stuff back, they're not completely holding back and just kind of cruising through the lap. They are getting fast laps in, and maybe that is their balls to the wall, time. But I think there's going to be more to improve because now you have that data. Now you can improve on the car from today's session going into tomorrow's session. So I think it's only good news for Haas. This is from them missing like the morning part of the test, which they're going to
Hmm.
get to make up because the FIA is letting them like add an extra hour at the end of the day. And that's when he set his time actually. So it'll be really interesting to kind of see Haas's development until the next race.
I'm telling you, this has made the start of the 2022 season a lot more exciting. Maybe this was Russia's plan all along, because everybody knows Putin is a huge F1 fan. Maybe he started a war and knew this turn of events was going to happen, and he was like, I really want Magnussen and Haas to do good.
But why would he kick his own countrymen out?
It's 4D chess, man. I don't make enough money to figure it out, but I've heard people talking about it for years.
Yeah. Well, you know who I feel really bad for? Fittipaldi. He's their
Fittipaldi.
he's their reserve driver. He's been in that role. I think this is his second year going into it, and that's literally what he's there for, right? If the one of them leaves, he's there to fill in the space. I think literally as soon as Mazepin left the team, they kind of said, "All right, we'll put Fittipaldi in," and I think the next day they switched it to, "We're gonna try to find somebody with more experience."
Yeah, I'm. It's so sad to be like you. That's literally your job is to be the backup, and even the team is like, no, you're pretty bad as a backup. Like we do not want you.
No, and that says a lot about Magnussen there because remember, Fittipaldi was having trouble yesterday kind of getting anywhere on the timesheets. And here we go, Magnussen, day one, top. So
Yeah,
that already says a lot about the choice they made. They made the right choice. So sorry, Fittipaldi, but next time, bud.
maybe next time.
Maybe
I
next
mean, at
time.
this point, I mean, when you literally overlook the driver whose job it is to take that position, how much longer is he actually going to exist?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's. I think they basically told him you're not that talent yet. Now, does this mean he gets to be in the role for another year and then maybe they get to revisit that choice? But I don't know. I think this point they're telling him we don't have faith in you because they had nothing to lose with Mazepin and Schumacher, right? And now it looks like the whole team's attitude has just shifted and it's like, no, we're gonna get some points this season.
I'm just glad they didn't put another rookie, and I knew people wanted to see it. And I mean, honestly, more rookies are kind of cool because some of them can be crazy good, but with Haas's perspective, definitely a smart move to put in an experienced driver,
Yeah.
especially somebody who's driven with Haas for several years, proven to put points on the board in a decent car. So maybe this is the start of the new midfield Haas. I don't think Schumacher's going to do a whole
No,
lot. He really hasn't proven
yeah,
anything
I don't
yet.
think so either. I think he's gonna have to prove that because I mean, obviously he knocked Nikita Mazepin out of the park last season. How is he gonna do against a very experienced driver and a very confident driver? That's gonna
Yeah.
be the real testament to him, and maybe he ends up losing his seat too.
But that's also going to make Magnussen's job harder when he doesn't have a teammate to support him in the midfield, or when you're
Yeah,
having a good race in your top three. Usually you want your teammates to be at least relatively close to you to block, to do different strategies. And if he's sitting like P15, P17, Schumacher's just not going to be able to help Magnussen in any productive way,
yeah,
which could seriously hurt Magnussen's ability to gain those crucial positions.
yeah. Totally agree with you on that.
Well, stay tuned for our next. We got some more Gran Turismo footage coming out. We're going to be talking about our opinions from Bahrain through practice, through qualifying, and of course, after the race, we're going to share our thoughts, feelings, emotions. We're going to see how
Sentiments.
far Magnussen's career lasts. Maybe he pulls a Haas and hits a wall and crashes in flames on the first race.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that
You're
guy.
not that guy.